I just pasted it.
Okay, there it is. All right.
Right, are you guys seeing what I'm seeing?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
So I ran mass scan, I found the port open, and then I connected help, and I saw the commands that I can type.
Mm-hmm.
So it allows you to do stats and then some value. It
Okay.
allows you to do R time, L time, S run, T run. So I'm going to start with the stats. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use the same code that I used before. So basically, I think I have it here. I'm gonna copy the fuzzer and I'm gonna copy the. You can even copy the shell. I'm gonna copy the exploit. Okay, and then I'm gonna start with the fuzzer. So the fuzzer has to have the command, a new command. So I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna send the content gonna be letters, and it's gonna be stats plus strings. So I'm gonna be sending stats and then whatever I'm sending, right? So that way, yeah. That's a fuzzer. So let's try the fuzzer. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna make it even more interesting. I'm gonna add here something called I'm gonna call it extra or command equal, and then I'm gonna be sys. So what I'm gonna do is make it a function, make it a variable that I can pass to the fuzzer. I'm gonna call it command, right? And this is optional. And also here before it had increment, which is optional. So, all right. So then it will be cmd else empty, and then here I will pass cmd plus space. Then else I'm just going to let's see if it works. Let's see if it works. So right. So then it will be Python fuzzer. It will be 192. 192, 192.80. Okay. So this right here. And then the increment is gonna be 10, and then the command is gonna be stats. There you go. Maybe it doesn't work. Or Right, so I'm gonna stop it 1 sec. Make sure that it was working. Receive fail with error. Okay, so it seems like it was working fine. I want to double check the fuzzer. I want to check that. And then right, because it says receive with error. Just gonna do. So the interesting thing is that this one have multiple multiple vulnerabilities.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe the command is not stats, but before I do that, I just want to verify that the traffic that I'm sending is actually
Going through.
the traffic that needs to go. So I'm just gonna open Watcher, see to see the traffic. Then let's do it again. Capture anything. All right, synchronize. And I think I need to open this as root. All right, I'm just double checking that my code is actually sending what it's supposed to send. So I'm going to stop it and then restart. I'm gonna make it run for a couple of times. Right, it seems like it's working fine. Follow the substream. Help. Which does one. Okay, so it doesn't quit. Quit. It's exit. Oh, got it. Okay, so that's another. It quits with exit.
Okay.
Also.
So basically, we're sending that all of those bytes while it was still connected.
Well, it seems like it never exactly. It wasn't quitting. It was exiting anyways because the close was closing.
The connection, yeah.
Maybe I don't know. Let's try it again with this way. Let's close this. Let's save it. And then I'm gonna modify the filter. Oops, here. Host. Just want to avoid having more than what I need, so I'm just gonna filter here for think it should work. No. Is it working? Something wrong. That's where it takes some time to. All right, so run it again. See what I'm sending. Okay. All right, so it sent the A's. Welcome, VulnServer. Oh, there's something wrong here. It's sending it in the wrong order, right? So this is the first thing I should get, and then I should send the command. So then what's happening is that the fuzzer, remember that we had to modify that before, but we should basically, as soon as we connect, we should try to receive data because that's the banner that we're supposed to get.
Oh, so basically what's happening is we're connecting, but we're not giving the actual VulnServer like the time to respond back
Yeah.
before we send out the data. Okay, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
so we need to receive some data first, which is
Before
the
we
banner
send
that it sends, and then we send the, sorry, I'll do the other. So we receive some data first, and then we send the command, and then we exit. I'm just gonna copy this here for you guys if you want it. Okay. Just make sure that, yeah. Okay, I'll try it again. Just see if it looks better this time. All right, now it makes sense, right? So welcome, stats, normal, exit, goodbye. Okay, so now let's try to break it. So let's go for, so the fuzzer I modified to send only 10. I'm gonna put it back to 1,000, 10,000, and then I'm gonna send increments of 100, and then try it again. See if it breaks. So it seems like, I don't know, I don't think it's gonna break. I mean, I don't think it needs so many bytes. So most likely it's not gonna break with that. Let's see. All right, so it doesn't seem like it's gonna break that way. So I'm gonna do again, I'm gonna modify to just 10. I wanna see what happens when I just send 10. It says, all right, so it doesn't generate an error in the console. Before, it was basically wait for client connection, receive fail with error. So it seems like the error means that the server is handling the exception correctly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it doesn't seem to be capable of breaking with that command. So let's try another command then.
Okay.
So let's double check the commands. We can type rtime, and let's try with rtime. One, two. Yeah, we have rtime and rtime. Let's try rtime. Let's modify the fuzzer again. And then I might want to specify that also as an input. All right, so the rtime, it either didn't work or something happened, but all right, so let's try increments of 2. So rtime is not working. Value within limit. So it seems like this one may work. Okay. So why is this one not working? Double check. Might be something in the code. Notice. All right, so it seems like there is some problem with the code because it's not doing anything. So let's see if I did something wrong here. CMD argument. Oh, it should work. Let's verify something. Um,
Jesus.
Yeah.
So I was taking a look at this, and when you first connect to the VulnServer application, you know how when you type in help, it gives you several options.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, if I understand correctly, only one of these is likely vulnerable to the actual buffer overflow, right?
Yeah, correct. That's
So sort of what we're doing here is playing a game of like guessing until we find the one that actually crashes the application.
correct.
Okay,
That's
what about if you try sending trun, TRUN, and then like the value of A's?
if I try to send
Trun, TRUN. If you type in help,
Yeah.
trun is one of the values there. What if we try that one?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was just playing with the next one, right? Which was our time, but, you said this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's something going on with my computer now
Mm-hmm.
that the code is failing.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm kind of stuck in the, but let me see one sec. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. It's not even working with the old version, you see?
Okay, I see.
So it seems like something got stuck somewhere. And then it's acting out. So I'm gonna stop this one. Second. It's actually going slow also. I'm gonna kill this. I'm gonna skip something. Um, so weird. So he executes this, and then says he gets here. Oh, I see what's happening. So the server, it's not, I guess the server needs to receive some data. Let's see something. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add here, I'm gonna send just like a RN in the beginning. Just in case, so the server doesn't hang up, because I think that's what's making the script to stop. Okay, so what you said rton, right?
Trun, TRUN.
Oh, tron.
Yeah. There you go. Still nothing?
Nothing.
That's weird.
So that one doesn't work. The other one is R time. We have R time, left time. So R time tells you when the output is too big, because you see it tells you here. I don't know if you try it, but if you do R time AAA, it says value within limits.
Mm-hmm. So our time knows basically, I guess, is prohibiting you from sending anything outside of the limits.
Value high but okay. L time That's another thing. srun. What else? trun. Complete. gmon. Started. gdoc. Running. Okay, step. Can I use help archtime? No. Help. Oh, K-stand, it's underway. K-stand. K-stand. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be that big. Now, the other thing that could happen is that it's generating some errors, you see?
Yeah, I can see it. It's just, yeah.
It's just that it doesn't stop working. The application is capable
Of handling that, yeah.
of handling. So maybe it is happening, you know? Or maybe it is working, but we don't detect it because we're not looking at the response. So maybe let's look at the traffic. One sec. Hey, Chris, are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Are you following?
Yep.
Cool. So I'm gonna try to see if there's any response that says something, you know what I'm saying? Something. Let's see. I don't see data yet. Push that. Data. Welcome. Okay. So welcome. Huh, unknown command. Wait a sec. Oh, this is the string. Did I type it wrong? K is 10. Oh, so welcome to VulnServer. Okay, so I'm gonna make the program a little bit smarter because it's getting out of sync. So I'm gonna make here a loop that will basically going to um, try to receive. Wait. Yeah, let's try to do this. And then, so this is definitely much more real than the others,
And
right?
the other one, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Because in this case, we're assuming that we don't even know. Okay, so what I'm thinking is that maybe the output will change and will tell me there's an error. Thanks. So that is what I think might happen with some of the commands, like the probably R time. I want to wait and see. Um, so when I send this, it already says unknown command. So it seems like it automatically breaks. Hmm. Hmm. Mm. Mm. Why were you interested in T-ROM?
What did you say, Jesus?
Why were you interested in T-ROM?
I was just doing some Googling to see what would be like a common entry point for buffer overflow, and they were saying that there's an entry point for trun command has a vulnerability or something like that. So I'm just checking around to see if I can replicate it on my own.
Got it. All right, so I'm gonna try T-ROM. Just capture here. Hmm. So another way that we have is to analyze the code. So I'm gonna go ahead and open IDA here, just to see what I can do.
Okay. So Jesus, I was able to find a way to crash the application, but I'm trying to understand why it works that way.
Okay, how do you do it?
So it looks like we were doing everything right. The vulnerability is with Trun, but I'm going to show you the specific format that it has to be in. So I changed my script up just a little bit. I'm going to actually paste it in the chat. Mine is, hold on one second. All right.
Oh, you see, it creates a thread every time there is a connection.
All right. I just pasted it in the channel. If you take a look towards the bottom of where, right, line number 34.
Okay.
So the value of Trun is still the same. We just have to add the / and then that weird character symbol right there. So what I'm trying to do right now is find out how we would go through our process to determine something like that, if that makes sense.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
So,
so basically, it's basically you're sending special characters different
so
with space, and then the special characters are generating a problem, an issue.
So when I send this as is, it does crash the application. But what I'm trying to understand is how we would go from not knowing to identifying that these special characters specifically are what crashed the application.
I hear you. All right, so the / dot semicolon / I mean, I don't know why with that.
Yeah, I'm thinking, how would we ever know that those characters crashed the application?
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to see what process I can go through to kind of identify something like that, because if I hadn't Googled it, I would have never understood that.
Yeah. Well, maybe you will get there eventually by looking at by just playing with different characters. So there are many ways of fuzzing, right? One way of fuzzing is sending a lot of data, right? That will be trying to smash the buffer by sending a lot of data. But we didn't try sending different characters,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I guess a smart way of fuzzing will be to find try different characters, not only one character, but like multiple different characters.
Okay.
Then eventually you will get to, hey, when I introduce this, generate a special kind of error,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess that will be an option. Now, I'm trying to look at the code to see if there's anything that tells me uh, what's going on. So let's see what's that. Okay. So when it starts, it looks for this information, and then it starts in VulnServer. This is when it's saying that's vulnerable. Says this is VulnServer, normal access and trusted right here. And then you either go this way, this way. And then it says here. That was the connection. And here waiting for client connection. Function. I guess this is it. So something interesting is that the program that received the connection, it creates a thread.
Okay.
And then it leaves. All right. So let's see if we can. I mean, let's assume that we found that that's the character, right? So something that we can do is, let me modify my fuzzer, and then add here. So what was it? String. Okay. And then you broke it in 2000, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm just switching it up now just to get a better understanding. But as of right now, I changed my increments to 1,000, and I set the buffer length to 100. So as of right now, the application is crashing at 3,200 bytes.
Okay. So, but it seems like it breaks at. It seems like it breaks at 2,000.
For you?
Yeah. I'm very granular. I'm being like super granular. Like 100 steps.
Okay.
Like 5 steps, sorry. 5 byte steps, and then.
Let me try it again. I'm just changing a few more things. Let's do maybe 50.
Yeah. Oh, 90. It actually breaks at 1997.
Okay. Let me see. Mine is still going around 31 to 3,300. Well, either way, if it overwrites the EIP, it doesn't really matter where it
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna attach it to Immunity Debugger and see if I can find out if it overwrote the EIP or not.
All right. Cool.
But it's still bugging me that I can't figure out how we would have identified that value, because that's not something obvious that anybody would think to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. Most likely, man, it will be, like I said, just fuzzing with different values.
I wonder if there's like any automated fuzzers out there that we can just like give parameters and see if it can crash it for us and give us the information based off of that.
Yeah, I think there are. I think there are.
You walk through, say, there's a fuzzer called Spike that does this.
Okay, Spike.
But yeah, I wouldn't be able to explain what it actually does though.
Okay. I'm gonna test that out just because I'm really curious about this. Let's see.
So my EIP says 00401D08 is where it dies.
Okay.
Or where it, I forget how you tell if the EIP gets overwritten again.
So you have to launch Immunity Debugger and attach it to the application, run it, and then
Yep.
Try to crash it.
Yeah, so I did that, and I'm looking at the EIP.
And in the EIP,
number.
if it says 414141 is the hex format of the A's, so that should be you should have those 41, 41, 41 if it did overwrite the EIP successfully.
Okay, so if I have 401 in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, 4141.
Correct. Yeah, if you have that 40, I'll send you a snapshot of it now.
Sure.
Yeah, but the EIP doesn't get overwritten with A's.
It does for me.
Yeah, maybe we just need to go for a bigger size one.
Okay.
Let's see.
Hey, Chris, I just pasted the image in the Slack channel. Let me know when you see it.
Yeah.
So the EIP there, you see how it says the 414141?
Yeah. Okay, so mine did not get that, but I might be close, I guess.
Okay.
Ah, I got it now.
Nice.
I changed the increment from 1 to 10.
Nice. So does it tell you around how many bytes it starts to crash?
Mine says 2010. I mean, I know, I guess that's close to 1997. And
Yeah, for some reason mine is crashing at 3100. But again, as long as the EIP is overwritten, it isn't really that important. Copy. Find offset that pi.
so the gist of it is that we were sending only A's at the trun, I don't know, variable, whereas if we had sent colons and forward slashes, it could have possibly crashed the application.
Correct, from what I understand here. But what's just annoying me here is that, you know, unless I had Googled it, we would have. I don't know how we would have identified that unless we used some automated tool here. So what I'm wondering is what manual process we can go through to identify something like that. Because even when you connect to the application, you type in Trun doesn't say anything about having those special characters there.
I mean, the other thing I think about is how, if we hadn't looked up that trun was out of all those commands, that trun was the one that was vulnerable.
Mhm.
I mean, you could spend hours on the other commands.
Exactly, and
Hey.
like not even that, but you would because we tested Trun first and it didn't work. We had to actually add the weird special characters for it to work for some reason. I think Jesus had to step away. Um, but you still with me, Chris?
Yeah, I'm here.
So now that we've crashed the application, the next thing that we want to do here is find the pattern, find the offset, I mean, and we can use pattern create, which will allow us to basically we're gonna send a unique string of characters to the application of the amount of bytes that we sent. We're gonna confirm what that shows up as in the EIP, and then we're gonna try and find that value using verify offset, if that makes any sense.
Yep. Can you, you had a pretty sweet list of these steps. I remember the other day. Could you resend that?
Yeah, of course. 1 second. Let me see if I can find it now. So I came up with this idea because I really hate like when I'm like doing like the labs and stuff, and I have to jump around different websites to find stuff. So I just came up with this repository that I just put everything that I would possibly need on there, which has been pretty helpful. Let me go ahead and just send this to you now.
Okay.
All right, I just pasted it in the chat there.
Okay, thanks. I got to step out real quick.
No worries.
Abdul,
Hey, Chris, what's up?
you know what I was thinking? You know, when we were thinking, how would we have known those characters were, would crash the application? But I'm thinking, if we enumerate and find during the exam the vulnerable application, the documentation in like exploit DB might have that information in there. Like, yeah, this application is vulnerable to a buffer overflow exploit by exploiting this command this way.
Yeah. And I was thinking something along those same lines, because once we have it, like, unless they literally created their own exe file, anything that they bring in terms of exploiting the buffer overflow is there's going to be some information about it online. So let's say they say, just as an example, they're like, okay, we want you to exploit a buffer overflow on SL mail, for example. If we Google it, we're going to find multiple scripts on it. So I'm sure somewhere within that script we'll be able to identify something like that.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, unless we're truly like black box trying to come up with our very own exploit for an application, I don't know if we have to get into the weeds like that.
And that's the thing. I don't think we do either. I think at least from what I've read about it, I haven't read anything where people were like flat out like digging deep in the woods trying to figure out like the buffer overflow section. From what it sounds like, you kind of have an idea of what you need to do. You just need to show them that you know the actual practical portion of like going through the buffer overflow.
Yeah.
When is your exam again?
I think it's in 2 weeks.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, 2 weeks is a good amount of time to get ready and study.
Yeah, I'm kind of going into it with, the first attempt, not it being unlikely that I pass, but not getting. I mean, I'm not going to get like super upset if I don't, just because first, I think the majority of people don't pass their first time.
Yeah, that's what I understand too.
So
I mean, I was trying to take this one as like a test run, but honestly, I couldn't find any dates that would like fit within what I wanted, what I needed it to be. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I scheduled it for the earliest date that I could.
Yeah. Yeah, and then if I do fail, I might do 15 days of the labs again and just go through each machine that I did, because I mean, it kind of was a little while ago, and I'm gonna have to brush up on my keep notes, but I mean, in truth, I didn't do a very good job taking notes. So I'm just gonna buy 15 days and go through everything again.
I hear that like a lot of the box, like from what I heard, they're not going to give you anything that they haven't already given you in the labs. What they did say is that you'd find instances where like you'll be doing multiple vulnerabilities that you learn chained together just to get into one box. But for the most part, from what I understand, everything that you've learned in the lab, you will also see. You're not going to see anything that you haven't already seen in the labs. So I think that's where the idea of like going to as many lab machines as you can is a good thing, because you increase the chances of running into something that you're familiar with.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to figure out. I'm good enough in Python to read and understand what the code is doing, but I'm just trying to make changes here that will actually make sense. I think I broke the script and I can't figure out how to fix it.
In the fuzzer?
What'd you say?
In the fuzzer you're talking about?
Yeah, so I already fuzzed the application and I was able to get it to crash. So as of right now, I sent it a unique string of characters and I was able to get the characters from the actual application. But, oh shit. Oh, wait. You know when you do something stupid and then you realize it when you're talking about it?
Yeah.
That's me. That's me right now. Open.
So when I do pattern create, I've got that Python version instead of the Ruby version. So I'm doing Python pattern, and then I got to put the value in the buffer length.
No, so you're gonna put hold on, dot like pattern. So what you're gonna do is dot like pattern and then create and then the value. The value is the amount of bytes that you got when you crashed the application. So whatever that value was that you found when you were finally able to crash the application, the number of bytes. And what that's gonna
Okay.
do is it's gonna generate a sequence of characters that is 3100 bytes long. For me, that was my particular case. And then that's what you take and you send it to the application as is to crash it. What's going to happen is the EIP is going to be overwritten, but not with the A's anymore. It's going to be overwritten with a certain unique string of characters.
Okay. Yeah, I got it now. So Python pattern create 2010.
Mm-hmm. And that's going to give you a long line of characters.
Yeah. So then in
and I can give you the script that I use to fuzz it.
Okay.
I mean, not to fuzz it, but to send the offset. So it's not that different. All I'm doing is just meshing the values that I'm sending. Python. Apparently, there's a programming language called Pig. All right, so I just sent that script to you. So that's not really different. The only thing that's different is that long red, everything that's highlighted, that's in red there.
Okay, so you just put offset. All right,
Yep.
I'll just.
And then basically all I did was at the very on line 36. Do you see that?
Yep.
So I sent the trun value, but then I sent the offset instead of the actual string that was there before.
Okay.
So pattern offset.
Wait, do we also have to change in the script instead of for string in buffer, it's for? Oh wait, no.
So I think I fucked something up.
Yeah, I get a syntax error.
For which one? For the script that you just ran?
Yeah.
You mind sending me like a snippet of the code so I can take a look and see what is the error saying?
Invalid syntax line 24. It's with my offset statement.
Oh, did you put you gotta put quotes around the string?
Yeah, I did. It's weird. Now copy it into the chat.
All right, let's see.
Oh wait. No, that's right. No.
Is there actually like a space, like you see where it says offset on your code?
Yeah.
Is there like actually, is the equal sign actually under it or right next to it?
You know what? That could be it. Yep, that was it.
Okay.
Now it says fuzzy with 1 byte. Why is it not 1 byte?
So it'll say fuzzing with 1 byte, but it'll still, the reason why that's happening is because we're sending a large chunk of data. We're no longer incrementing, we're no longer sending those different increments. What happens is we're sending the chunk of bytes that crashes it all at once.
Yep.
So what should happen now is you should see the value EIP, and then that's our offset value. So now we have to use pattern offset to find out what that value, where how many bytes that is. The issue is that I'm running into here is when I take that value and I run it through pattern offset, it tells me not found. So either my code is missing something or I'm doing it wrong. Either way, I'm not. It's giving me like, it's not giving me the right thing. So I should be able to do that like pattern.
Yeah, it doesn't look like I'm overwriting the EIP anymore.
So remember that we sent the unique string now. So we're not going to see the 414141 anymore. We're going to see the unique string of characters that we sent. So what do you see, like 386F4337?
Yep.
Yeah, I got the exact same thing. So what we should be able to do is take that and find the offset value from that. But I guess maybe, I don't know if I'm typing it in wrong. Let me look at it. Let me check something. Pattern create. Pattern offset. Maybe that's how I can do it. Dot pattern offset the number of bytes. Still nothing. If I did. This makes no sense. All right, how about this? So this is where I'm stuck so far. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing wrong here. Pattern, create, and I want to do, oh, I think I know what I'm doing wrong. I know what I was doing wrong. So this is something stupid that I keep forgetting to do. But basically using that same Python script that we've been using, all we have to do is type in pattern offset. We have to run the Python script, and we're going to take that value that we have, but we just have to add a 0x in front of it.
In front of the A?
No, in front of the value. So remember the 386F4337?
Yeah.
So I just pasted it in the Slack channel. If you check, you'll see the 0x. That's the only difference there. So we do have to add the 0x there. And that should tell us that it's 2003 bytes. So the offset value is 2003.
Oh.
Yeah, that's something stupid that I was, actually, you know, I'm going to update my notes now so I don't forget that. Let's see. So send a shit ton of A's, pattern create. Verify offset. Send. Right. All right, just updated my notes so I won't forget that again. All right, so where we should be now is we should see that the, do you see the same value as me? So you should see 2003,
Yep.
do you see that? Perfect.
Yep.
So now what that means is our offset value is at 2003. So what we need to do now is test and confirm that. So what we're going to do is we're going to modify our script and change the number of A's that we send to 2003, and immediately after we're going to just put B's. And if we send that to the program and we see that the EIP is not overwritten with B's, that means that we have a clear flow of like what we can put into to overwrite the EIP, if that makes any type of sense.
Yep. So buffer equals. You know what to do? I don't see your screen right now.
Oh, okay. Let me try sharing my screen.
Yeah.
Let's see. Share. All right. Can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. So here we have the offset. So what I'm going to do here is ls verify offset. So nano verify offset. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that the offset is, I can comment this out. So what I'm going to do is send trun, and I'm going to send, how much was it? It was plus A times 2003. And then from here, we're just going to do 4 B's. And that's, so basically this should go all the way up to the point right before it overwrites the EIP, and it should give me the 4 B's. So I'm going to test this now and make sure it works. Control O, Control X. So we should be able to do that like verify. 168, 128. And right here. Okay, so it's running. Let's send this now.
Oh, it passed it.
Yeah, I think I broke it. All right, so that's not supposed to happen. And I definitely did not overwrite the EIP. So let me take a look at that script again. File, attach, VulnServer. Okay, cool. So clear. So I am going to buffer is equal to A. Okay, so you know what? I don't think I need this stuff anymore, because this is just looping through. So I'm going to do buffer equals A times 2003 plus B times 4. Okay, let's do that. So we should be able to do string. Why are you only sending one byte now?
Well, oh yeah, it's not sending the B.
And I don't see it overriding the EIP. All right, this is where it gets annoying. All right, so I'm just gonna look at the script that we made yesterday. ls cat. What's that? So it looks like offset is equal to 146. I don't understand. What are we doing here? My buffer is equal to this pattern. All right, let's just do this. All right, so what the hell is this? So it looks like from the script we used yesterday, we actually sent the entire string, and then did it from here. So theoretically, what I should be able to do is do 2003 and then B times 4 and change this value to where are we? Count and offset. And do this. Okay. Did that work?
You gotta change the offset to 2003 though.
Yeah, I did. So I was just looking at what we did in this script yesterday. It looks like the way we have it written, we just completely put it from here. So A times 2003. The offset here, I don't think it's serving any actual purpose.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I could comment it out and it wouldn't do anything. So if I do .lac verify, and then 192.168.54. This is running. Is it running? I don't remember. Okay. Whoa, what the hell?
Looks like syntax, line 56.
I think I copied and pasted it wrong and it just like messed everything up. Oh, you see, it literally copied everything from the old window.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. That's better. But now, where's it at? Why doesn't it see that? What? Did I fuck this up again? All right, let's try this again. I'm just gonna restart this. Okay.
2007. Oh, well, yeah, that makes sense because you added the 4 after the 2003.
Yeah, but the application wasn't running properly. I just have to reattach it again.
Oh.
VulnServer attach. Play. Okay, cool. Let's try this again. Oh. So nothing still seems to be happening here. So I'm no longer.
Debugger?
Yeah, I'm in the debugger now looking at it. I don't know if you can see this part of my screen.
No, I can't.
All right, let me check this again. Let's see, where is it? How about now?
Oh, no. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So all I'm doing here is just run this, file attach, VulnServer. Play. So when I send this right here, it's getting it. It's just not crashing the application anymore. So something is off. 8 times 2003 is the number of. What's wrong here? So the offset value is 2003. What am I missing? But theoretically speaking, I should still be able to add it here and still be able to see if it works or not. Because I know for a fact that this one overrides the EIP. Or, all right, I think I'm kind of confused here. Actually, let me just do this. So, So we know for a fact that we're sending 2007 bytes because it says that, but for some reason it's no longer crashing the application. So what changed between here and there? I'm just curious, what if I do like this? I just want to see if this does anything to the application. Nothing's happening.
Same thing.
So it looks like nothing is happening now. Let me restart it again. Go away. Okay, so that's fine. Nothing's happening anymore. That makes no sense. Okay, so that's still working. All right, I'm kind of lost here. The issue is obviously with my code here. I just don't know what I need to do to get it to work. VulnServer attach, play. All right, let's try this again. Dot whack find offset. Okay, so that still works and that value is the same. I copy this and I go dot whack pattern offset and I do X that. What? Now it's not working? What did I do differently here? Oh, I know why. 0x. And it gives me 2003. So I know for a fact that this is the offset. So
I'm looking at actually I'll send it to you in the Slack.
okay.
That's someone else's confirm offset code.
So they also have 2003 here, right? Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
So what am I doing? I see the only different thing here is that he's added some extra characters. Oh, I know why it's not working. Offset is the value. I think okay. I think I know what's wrong. I know what's wrong. Okay, let's do this. Copy verify offset to that one. Where am I? So what's happening here, from what I saw in the thing that you sent over, is this is correct. So this pattern doesn't really matter. I don't need to send this. I can comment this out. So what's happening here is I'm sending 2003 bytes.
Yep.
And 4 Bs, but then I also have to take this and I guess you could say basically subtract. It has to total the amount of bytes that was actually crashing the application. So if I take 2003, that's 2007. So plus, I'm horrible at math. Where's my calculator? Yeah, I was never a huge fan of math. So if I do, it was 3,100 bytes minus 20, it was 2007, I think. 1093. So I should be able to do 1093, I guess. I guess I could say C's. C. Where is it?
I think single quote.
Oh yeah, you're right. All right, let's try this out again. Okay. All right. So dot log verify offset. Oh, I know why. I didn't put a multiplication symbol.
Yeah.
Anything? No? What the hell is happening right now? That looks right, doesn't it? Let me take a look at that thing you sent again.
Wait, can you go back?
Yeah, sure. Right here.
Yeah. My software.
So I'm just taking a look at this here, and it looks like, and this is for the same VulnServer?
I think so.
Okay, so the only thing different here is he just put 3193. How did he get 3193? I'm just going to test it and see if that makes a difference. All right, let's do this again. I still don't understand what's different. Okay, so I'm sending my buffer plus enter. This is my buffer. A times 2003, which is correct. And then B times 4, and then this. There's nothing different between these two. As equals socket, she's just sending buffer, it's the same thing. Buffer plus equals pattern. Do you see anything different here? Something I might be missing?
No.
And this doesn't really matter. This isn't doing anything here. Buffer equals A times 303 plus B times 4 plus C times 3193. Okay. I'm so confused right now. Verify offset. And like the funny thing is that I don't even see anything in this corner here anymore.
Yeah.
All right, I'm about to just try random stuff until something happens. What if I do 5,000? It literally still does nothing. Oh, wait a minute. You know what I think I could be doing stupid? Earlier on in our script, we were receiving the banner first, 1024, and then we were sending the data. And this was supposed to be exit. How about now? No? I'm glad I'm practicing this now because this is not how I would want to beat the OSP to be like.
Oh my god, I know.
Play. All right. Let's see. So I still want to test it with this value because the math adds up. If it crashes at 3100 bytes, theoretically speaking, this should all add up.
Wait, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see Trun in there at all.
Oh, you know what? You're right. I feel stupid now. I knew it was going to be something stupid like that. So, I need to yep. That's why I need a second pair of eyes. So, what was that original value? It was cat find. That's it. I copied the old script and I completely forgot to remove that. See? This is why it's good to work on a team. Plus, okay. So, hopefully this works. All right, make sure this guy is running. This guy is good. Still.
Well, look at the. Wait, should we look at the numbers again? Because I'm not sure that's the right.
Yeah, I gotta change that back. You're right. I'm just gonna test with the number that they gave us here because I'm curious to see what's different about this. All right, so, and basically all he's sending is s.receive, and then he's doing buffer, and then close. Buffer A, B, and then C, 2003 for B. Okay, socket 1024, Trun plus buffer. Let's enter, that looks good. Okay. I'm going to reset it one more time just to be sure. All right. Okay, that worked now. Perfect.
And it crashed it, right?
Yeah, it does crash it. Yeah. Well, the thing is that because it's attached to Immunity Debugger, Immunity is not going to let it like completely die. It's just it's like holding it off of a cliff basically. So I'm actually very curious to see if I had used this original value 1093. I just really want to know if this works or not because 1093. So that doesn't work. All right. Well, I'm not going to waste too much time on it. I'm just going to use that value, but I'm wondering what math this person did. Was it 3193? Yeah, 3193. Whereas
I'm trying to think how they came up with that number because.
So it looks like that C here is just for padding, but the actual offset is at the B here, which is what we want. But I don't know if this, I don't know why this specifically here, because this basically comes up to, here's my calculator. It's just 2007 plus, what is it, 3193? That's 6,200 bytes.
100, and how did that person?
Which basically means that they were able to crash the application at 5,200 bytes instead of 3,100, like how I was doing it. So.
And then Jesus and I were crashing it at like in the like early 2000s.
Yeah, closing. Yeah, so when I send this, now it's crashing at 3,900. Yeah, so now it's crashing at 3,900 bytes, which still doesn't add up. All right, I'm just gonna press the I believe button, and I'm gonna come back to this later because I don't understand why that worked and that didn't. But okay, so we were able to verify the offset and confirm that the B values do overwrite the EIP. So if I'm using my little checklist here, verify send string, blah, 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 verify offset. Now we have to confirm the bad characters. Cool. So I'm just going to copy this. Actually, I'll just do this. Come on today. What else? Copy that. Offset. Sure. All right, so I forget where I'm supposed to put the bad characters before I send it. So this bad characters equal. I think it's like this. I think that's what it's supposed to look like. And then we do, we just want to send, I guess, bad cars. So instead of buffer, I don't know, bad cars. I think this is where it goes. So bad cars. What now? Did I break it again? All right, fuck it. Let's do this. So it looks like I did the same. Oh, okay, I see what they did. So I sent the bad characters after the B's as opposed to what I did there.
Is that the old script?
Yeah, this is the one that we did on Sunday. So I've just been using that one as a reference. And then bad characters. And anything. But now I think that because the number of bytes isn't what if I do this times
Do we have to make the bad character? Yeah, the exact.
times, because I don't know how many bytes this is, so I don't know how many it comes up to this here. I wonder if
Yeah.
it says it. It doesn't say how many bad characters this is. But even in the old script, we didn't have to really specify a number. We just put it in there. But I guess different types of applications are going to accept the input differently.
Yeah.
I don't know. What am I going to put here? I'll just do this 303193 just to see at least, I guess. Okay, that's promising. So the EIP was overwritten. And if I do this, where is it? Okay, cool. So, okay. Here's, okay, perfect. So these four, can you still see my screen?
Yep. Yep.
So these four B's are the EIP right here. So everything coming after this is the is the actual bad characters that we need to filter out. So this is at memory address 0098F90F94. So I just gotta find this. I'm gonna do this. Copy to clipboard. I'm gonna do find, search for, is it binary string? Nope. I'm gonna do, where is it? Go to expression. And we're just gonna delete everything else. Okay, perfect. Here we go. So this is where we need to, let me just change the actual text. Unicode? Nope. What did I just do? I broke it. Definitely broke it. All right. Well, good thing we're practicing. Appearance, font.
It's gotta be like an undo, right?
Yeah, I'm trying Control Z, but nothing's happening. Let's see. View, file, undo. Where's the undo button?
No, guess not.
All right, I'm just gonna try text load. I'm gonna try everyone until it looks normal again.
Was it in hex?
I think it was in ASCII something. I think this is the right one. I think I just happened to change the appearance to appearance font. Oh yeah, font. No, that's still weird. All right, fuck it. I'm just gonna do it over again. Okay, cool. So that's good. So it's still at this location. I should be able to do go to expression. That's correct. What? Maybe it changed. Copy. Copy, copy, copy. Go to Okay, there we go. But the characters still look funny because I broke something. That's why.
Let me see. Let me see what mine. Hold on. It is hex. It's hex 8 bytes.
Oh, okay. 8 bytes? Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Cool. So basically all we have to do is kind of count through after the bees to make sure that everything is in order. Anything that's missing counts as a bad character, and we need to note that and remove it from our final payload generation. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 0A, 0B, 0C, D, E, F, and then 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 1A, B, C, D, E, F, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 2A, 2B, 2C, 2D, 2E, 2F. I'm looking through and I don't see any obvious bad characters. Okay, cool. So I don't see any bad characters, and by default, 0 is going to be, the first character is going to be a bad character, so we're going to remove that one by default either way. But from what I see here, I don't see any other bad characters, so I guess we don't have to filter out anything besides the besides this first value. Where is it? Besides this guy right here, 0x00 by default, which is always a bad character.
Okay.
Cool. So let me look at my notes. Where are my notes? Right. Find the location of the jump ESP. So now we have to use Mona modules. I think it's Mona. What is it? Dash find dash S jump ESP. Okay, I think this is where we have to use NASM shell. But it's, I remember yesterday, I think it was FFE4. So it was whack X, FF whack XE4. And let's see. Still nothing. All right. Let's see. Introducing our shellcode, bad characters, redirecting execution, monoscript. Okay. So basically, we're looking for a jump ESP instruction that we can.
Oh, we gotta put in the actual name of
the software.
Software.
Okay, that makes sense. So -n VulnServer.exe. Still nothing. I wonder if it has anything to do with the application having crashed or something. Let me restart it again. What the fuck? What the hell is going on right now? Where did my window go? What? Okay. I'll just pretend like that didn't happen. No, it's definitely gone. Oh, here it is. Nope, that's not it either. I'm not going. What'd you say?
Go to Window.
Window.
Yep. Go to 8.
8.
Yep. That's what you want.
Oh, okay. I see. And then attach. Okay, so I'm gonna do Nona dash S XFFX and then dash N VulnServer.exe. What did I do wrong? Nona dash S. Oh, dash F find. Yeah, find. Writes in memory. Yeah, that looks right. Even here was the same thing. Find.
Dash M.
Oh, okay. I think my order is wrong. Where am I? So it's find dash S. But it's still not finding anything. Okay.
All right, let's read this right here.
So it looks like we have multiple locations in memory where we have a jump ESP location, and one of them belongs to this .dll.
Are we attached right now?
Yeah, we are attached to VulnServer.
All right, so
I guess it makes sense. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, it looks like there's a few DLLs within that application.
Mm-hmm. I think we can use the DLLs, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to check this guy out. Let me copy this.
As long as, what is it, ACLR and DES.
Yeah, we have to check for any memory protection. Copy whole table address. Yes, address, that's what I want. And if I go to Windows 8, okay, I should be able to go to cool. So we have a jump ESP here, and this is at memory location 625.011 AF, I guess. Cool. So theoretically speaking, what I should be able to do if I do.
Hey guys.
Hey, Jesus.
Sorry, I had a phone call from work.
No worries.
No problem.
Make directory jump ESP. Copy that. Gosh. Yeah. This to.
So where you guys at?
So we just filtered out the bad characters. I just located the jump ESP instruction, so I'm trying to confirm that I can get this memory location to be written here into the EIP. So what I can do here is delete these guys. I don't need this anymore. And then instead of B, I'm going to put this location in memory, which should be this. So it's going to be black.
Remember
this.
It
has to be backward, right? Yeah. Okay, let's do this. That's going to be XAF, black, X11, black, X50, black, X62. All right. Jesus, in Python, whether I use a single quotes or double quotes, is it the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't. All right, cool. So this is good. Control O. So if I send this to the application, I should be able to put that memory location here. Let's restart this. XP2168. Okay, so did that work? I don't know. I can't tell if that worked or not. Doesn't look like it. So that's still there. 625011AF. Nano. 625011AF. This looks correct. I don't see anything else out of the ordinary. I'm sending Tron buffer equals that. Oh, that's right. So why isn't it working? What am I missing?
So something I noticed. Let me see your code again. All right. So, oh, okay, cool. So, did you notice that if you, for example, if you send the A's, right, and if you send only like 2,000 A's without the rest, it doesn't work. It doesn't actually generate the buffer.
So you're saying if I send this alone, it doesn't generate the buffer overflow?
The buffer, yeah. So I just tested it. Like for some reason, you need to go way beyond that, like probably 3,000, to make it work, right?
So, yeah, that makes sense. So maybe we just need to. The thing is that.
Why are you sending that amount? What's that 3193? What's that number?
So we were doing some digging, and I had added. Basically, I did the math. I was able to crash the blocks at 3,100 bytes. So I did the math, 2007 minus whatever was here, and it gave me 1093. But that wasn't working. So Chris did some more digging, and he found out that the original code was using 3193 for whatever reason. We weren't able to determine why, so we just used this and moved along. But we still don't know why this specifically here is taking 3193 here instead.
Okay, got it. Well, anyways, I'm back again trying to exploit it. I tried with 3,000 bytes and it worked. So I'm just gonna work around it. So I'll try to catch up with you guys.
No problem. So 1, 2, 3. Why isn't it? This, I don't think this makes a difference either.
Hey, Bill, can you also send me that Windows buffer overflow OneNote?
Yeah, sure. No problem.
That looks pretty useful.
No problem. Let me see. How can I share this with you? what if I just?
Or maybe just copy all. Yeah, I don't know how.
All right, that's pretty lengthy, but I'll see if I can send it to you from here. Okay. All right, I just sent it to you. I don't know if that's going to make any sense. It's just like a huge chunk of the text.
Let me see.
What is that, man?
What did you say?
What's that chunk of?
So these are the notes that I took while I was doing the OSCP labs about buffer overflow. So I just use this as like, the one that I use here is really just more of like a quick checklist to know where I am and what I need to do, but this one just goes into a little more detail.
Cool.
Let me know if you can read that, Chris, and I'll try and share it with you somehow.
I mean, looks like I can read it.
Okay, cool. Let's see. So what's going on with this guy here? Let's see.
All right, I got it. I got the offset.
Nice.
Cool, I got it. Okay, So now you guys do the Mona thing already?
Yeah, yeah, I'm doing it now. I'm trying to figure out. So I'm having issues where I'm sending the actual. So I found the location in memory where it says jump ESP. I write the value out for B for the actual characters that we're sending to be the actual memory at location in memory, but it doesn't seem to be working. So I'm just testing that out now to make sure I have the right information there.
So which module do you use? Do you use the VulnServer?
Yeah, I'm using VulnServer.
Got it. Show my notes. And I almost do this without looking at the notes.
Nice.
Almost.
12, 0, 60.
Right?
Yeah, it looks like the EIP doesn't get overwritten when you change the code to the
Yeah, so it looks
jump.
like, yeah, let me restart it because I think I just changed something that should have made it work, but let me test this out again.
Oh.
All right, so let's try this again. I think it's so weird because it works inconsistently. Like it'll work one time and then not work another time. Okay, now it decides to work, but it's not. All right. No. -s. 625. So 625011. That's 7. So I'm not able to overwrite the EIP anymore. Times 4.
You guys find any back characters at all?
I found 0. No, I didn't find any. The only one was the first
Yeah.
character.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
So
You guys, I gotta hop off the audio portion, but I'm still gonna be in the Zoom video.
no problem.
Cool.
I'll see you.
All right.
Yeah, man. Do you guys research about tools that you can use
For buffer overflows.
for fuzzing?
Yeah. So Chris mentioned one earlier called Spike,
Okay,
but I haven't gotten a chance to look into it just yet.
got it. I like to test some of that, you know.
Yeah, I feel like it would be very useful in a case like this. It'll save a lot of time.
Yeah. I know there's one called, I think it was Lucy or something, that I remember seeing. I think it's in one of the books called, it's in the independent, in the Metasploit, no, where is it? I'll look for it in a second.
All right.
I think great in the book called Gray Hat Hacker,
Mm-hmm.
something like that. they talk about one of the tools.
Oh, you know what? Maybe I'm doing something stupid. It's the type of thing that you have to do over and over to get good at.
Yeah, man. There's no
There's no other way.
I think so. Yeah.
What's that?
So where are you right now? Because
So right now where I'm at, I've used Mona to identify the location of the jump ESP in memory. I've set
okay,
a breakpoint, and now I've added this memory location to the script here. I'm going to save it and try to run it again to see if I can overwrite the EIP here with the location of this memory, of this address.
okay. I just did that.
And did it work?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm testing it now. Oh, I got to start over. Okay, let's see. For some reason, I have to run it multiple times for it to work. Okay, it looks like I was able to get it to work now. 625011BB. Okay, that works. So what we should need to do next is verify jump ESP. Verify instructions will work. We need to build the next web. Let's see. Okay. So you remember how we have to check to see if there's any memory protections on this? Like ASLR or DEP or anything like that?
No, I don't remember doing any of that. When did we do that?
You remember when we use Mona to find the actual to find the
yeah, we just have to type Mona modules.
That's it?
Yep, without fine. So just type modules.
Like this?
Yeah, actually I did that first.
Oh, okay. I forgot to do that part.
Yeah,
So
I did that first, and then I looked into what was there, and I ended up using the DLL.
oh, okay, I see. So what I completely forgot about this step, and what I did was I just searched for it, and I started looking at the ones that had VulnServer, the DLL down here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, got it. So
yeah, because when you were doing the search, which command were you typing?
I was just doing Mona like this, find -s.
Oh, you were not specifying the module.
Yeah, I was just searching for everything.
Got it. No, I was doing the search in that module specifically because I already checked.
You were doing this module and then what, VulnServer.dll or?
No, the DLL, ESS
.dll. Okay, I got it. I see what you mean. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. 1 second, Jesus. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hey, Jesus, I'm back.
Hey.
So I guess the last step here is generating our payload and putting it
Yeah.
in the.
So I'm just gonna use the same payload that I already have.
Okay.
I'm trying to exploit it now. I got it.
You got it?
Yep.
Nice. I'm just wrapping mine up now.
So cool, man. Every time you make one work, it's so cool.
Yeah, it's fun. This. Port. All right. 76 platform Windows. Bad character server. That's good. Actually, no. Fuck that. I gotta put it in C. So I'm just gonna put shellcode.
So the software that I was telling you, it's called Sule.
Sule,
Yeah,
can you paste the name in the chat for me? I'm gonna take a look at that. Also,
yeah.
what book did you find it from? Also, you added some knobs, right?
Yeah, 8.
How many? 8?
8 knobs.
Okay. So 8 knobs. Okay. Alright, so I'm still missing something. Send me this shellcode. Did you also add this at the end?
So let me show you what I've done, because I came up with, I've had to, let me share my screen.
Yeah, go ahead.
So this is very important, I think. So I decided, it worked with my buffer, it's 3000, and it always worked with 3000, right? So everything that I send, I always calculate the total number. So the total size of the buffer that I'm sending, it's always 3000.
Okay.
So what I do is, for example, if I'm sending the shellcode, I send the shellcode and then I send nodes, right? and then I multiply by the total size of the buffer, which is 3000, minus, and then the offset, the 4, which is AIP, then the 8 knobs that I added, and then the length of my shellcode.
Mm-hmm.
And that gives me an exact payload all the time of the exact same size, which is the 3000 bytes. And that works pretty good. You know, I did it all the way long. You see, I did it when I was testing my offset. I did it when I was testing bat chart, when I was testing the ELP.
Mm-hmm. So basically, you're adding whatever you put in parentheses, so that way you never have to worry about the total amount of bytes that you're sending.
Exactly.
Okay,
Because
that makes sense.
that's very important, because sometimes the application will only crash if you go beyond a certain size, you see. But if that size varies, like if it goes even, you know, larger or smaller, then something might be different.
Okay, okay, that makes sense. All right, let me test that out then.
Cool. I'm gonna code my code. I'm gonna code it here too.
Okay.
I'm gonna just upload the file.
Oh, okay. So you said that the fuzzing application is called Sully?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. All right, let's take a look here. It's 8 times. This is still a little tricky. I still gotta dig into this more.
I think we should practice this thing, man.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely need some more practice.
No, I mean
My,
practice the Solly.
yeah, yeah. I even that, because that'll save a lot of time. I'm not sure if it's allowed or not on the OSCP, but it's definitely going to be helpful. Are you looking through Sully now?
Yeah, I'm looking at the program. Let's see, personal screen. Am I showing my screen or no?
I can see your screen, yeah. Well, I can't see it now. Okay, I can see it now. And this is from Gray Hat Python?
Yeah, this is from the book. I posted it there. So,
Okay.
so if you go to the Solid section, it explains how to.
Okay, got it.
So it also says here something about Spike.
Okay.
Public fuzzer used to use. For the Spike download, go to immunity. So Spike is another one. Man, have you heard about the immunity conference? No,
No, I haven't.
it's called Infiltrate.
Oh, where is it at?
It's gonna be in Miami.
Oh, when is that? Does it say when?
It's gonna be April 28th.
Oh, that's
Oh,
actually
the
not bad at
workshop.
all.
May 2nd and May 3rd.
Can you send me that link if you have it?
I think I wanna go.
Yeah, I think I might too. Oh, it looks good.
Look at those trainings. I wanna do the one for web hacking.
Yeah, that one looks good. I'm checking through it now.
That looks awesome. What? No, they're very, very expensive.
How much is it?
40,000 for the training.
That's what, for like 40,000?
4,000 or
Oh,
5,000.
okay. I thought you said 40,000. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's average for trainings. In conference like this, that's kind of like what they cost. I'm gonna see if my company can send me. All right, man, I'm gonna stop the recording.
All right, no problem. I'm just wrapping mine up now. All right, have a good night, man.
All right, man. So, actually, I haven't even bought the OSCP, but I think I'm kind of learning a lot through these exercises. What do
Yeah,
you?
honestly, by the time you take it, you're probably gonna be ready for it. Honestly.
Well, hopefully. So when do you want to practice some more above flow?
Whenever I can do it tomorrow too. I don't mind. This is definitely something that I need a lot more practice on. So whenever you guys are ready.
I'm gonna be teaching tomorrow, but Wednesday.
Okay, Wednesday works fine for me.
Cool.
All right, I'll see you then.
See you, man. Bye.
All right, bye.